Hello, I'm ArchieLuxury and welcome to the program. And today I'm continuing the series, Vintage Rolex Sports Watches. And fuckers, it's about time I started talking about some of the beautiful pieces I did own. And one piece I've got a lot of respect for and I really did love was the 1680 Submariner. The 1680 was basically the original date sub, and I gotta say I owned a few of these fuckers. I owned two red 1680s plus a couple of whites which were just insignificant. And you know, I gotta tell you, the first 1680 I bought from a I used to advertise in the Trading Post buying watches. And I remember I bought it for about $1,200 bucks, a 1680 red sub head only, $1,200 bucks. By the way, I got a new sponsor, bbbdeals.com. And I gotta tell you fuckers, I gotta tell you, it was a really cool watch to have. I just love that watch. I actually sold that one to Rolex watch guru James Dowling. And the sweetest, I gotta tell you the truth, the sweetest of the lot was one I bought from a pawn shop at Tweed Heads. I was staying up at the Calypso Plaza, and I went into the cash converters and I said, oh, do you have any Rolexes? And they said, actually we do. We do have some Rolexes. Just a minute, fuckers.
We specialize here in pre-owned Rolex watches. Rolex watch is a very special timepiece, and we always do the servicing exactly as factory specifications. We buy a pre-owned piece and we put it into brand new condition. We have Rolex certified technicians working on that. We completely disassemble the piece. We adjust and polish and change every single part of the watch.
You have to have certified watchmakers that know what they're doing. If you have an expensive car, you're just not going to bring it to any mechanic that doesn't know what they're doing.
You spend $5,000, it's like if you put money in the safe deposit box. And 1 or 2 years from now, you will keep having your $5,000. We have to spend a lot of money to get all this equipment together, but makes me feel I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. It's not a question of money, it's my passion.
Jewelers on time, simply the best.
And as I was saying, I bought this 1680 boxed with papers from cash converters at Tweed Heads for, I think it was $1,900, just under the $2,000 mark. Red 1680 boxed with papers. Sold it that day to, who did I sell it to? I think I sold it to Shawnee in Melbourne for $4,000. Thought I was a king shit. Stupidity, Archie, stupidity. Actually, I think I sold it for nearly $5,000. But that's not the point. The point is that it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. And I tell you now, the 1680 is such a cool watch. If I was to buy one now, I reckon the white, the 1680 white dial, that's where the Submariner is in white letters, I think that's the bargain buy. And they're really good. They're really cool pieces to have. They're a really cool piece to have. And you know, the red ones, I mean, there's so many fake dials where they've changed they've turned it into a red one, and I've seen really cool fake dials. Get me a white one any day of the week. And I gotta tell you, the Submariner 1680, that's a classic you can actually wear. You don't have to necessarily baby. And they're a really cool watch. The watch after that, they changed it to quick set and sapphire was the 16800, and I've owned one of those as well, but the 1680 has a different feel to it because it's got an acrylic glass. It's the plastic glass. And there's a lot to be said for the 1680. It's just one of the coolest sports watches around. And the white dial ones, they were a bargain for a long time. Now, you know, they're not so cheap. But I think they're a classic piece. You know, if I had my time again and I was setting up a vintage collection, I'd buy a 1680 white, 1016 Explorer 1, Explorer 2 1655, a 1675 GMT plastic, and a 5513. I think that'd be a great collection of vintage Rolex sports watches. Unfortunately, I sold them cheap. It's too painful to go back now as the fool. So that's life. Hindsight's a great teacher. Mind you, I've got some beautiful pieces in my collection, a gold sub. I've got nice Explorer 2. It's all cool. But the 1680, they're just such a cool Submariner. They're just a cool watch. And I don't think you can go wrong with the 1680. They're just good value, good buying, and really, really classic Rolex to own there. A good friend of mine whose video I'm actually shooting on the 1680, he's owned this one for years. And it's been a damn good investment, Just such a cool Rolex Submariner. They're classic without being over the top. And I gotta tell you fuckers, the 1680, that's 100% Rolex investment. If ever you needed a nudge for an investment, I reckon the 1680 is going to be a great piece. I'm Archie Lady, ArchieLuxury. Fuck me dead, I'm a bit under the weather today. I'm not feeling too well, fuckers. But 1680 Submariner. Fantastic piece that gets the ArchieLuxury thumbs up. See you later, fuckers!